Hey guys, this is Bharat and welcome to Bharat Kitchen with perfect restaurant style Shahi Paneer recipe. Now I've been meaning to post this recipe since a long time, but I have my reasons here and there. Anyways, there are different varied versions by which you can make Shahi Paneer, but this recipe is like a very common standard recipe. Okay, so let's begin with it. So first for the base sauce, we're gonna need some fresh ripe tomatoes. Just make sure you remove the stem and cut the tomatoes into small pieces. And you have to do same with the onions. Remove the nub or the root and cut into small pieces like this. Further, you're also going to need a lot of cashews since it is Shahi Paneer. Next comes in some green chilies, lots of ginger and some garlic. And just like the onions and the tomatoes, make sure you roughly chop these as well. Now in restaurants, apart from cost, getting the same result always is a concern. Therefore, onion and tomatoes are boiled in a large pot, pureed, and then made into a gravy with the help of some additives and masalas. But at home, to make things easier, I'm using a pressure cooker. So keep it on a low flame and add some desi ghee. And roast my whole spices, which are some green cardamom or choti elaichi, few black cardamom or badi elaichi, then comes in some cinnamon stick, and these three really enhance the sweet part of the gravy. Okay, further add in some long, some black peppercorns, a bay leaf or tej patta, and also add the cashews as well. Now you need to roast the whole spices and the cashews so that they start to release their oils. This will make the whole spices give out more flavor and the cashews will enhance the creaminess and the makhniness of the gravy as well. So roast them on a very low flame for about 3 to 4 minutes or until it starts to smell a little earthy. And when that happens, add your ginger, garlic, green chilies and the onions as well. And again, cook them for about 2 to 3 minutes. You don't need to brown the onions. Just cook them to reduce their rawness, which will take you about 2-3 minutes only, not more than that. That's it. Add in the tomatoes, mix everything together, and add enough water to cover everything. Now to bring out maximum flavor from the tomatoes, add some salt, some sugar, and that's it. Cover and cook for about 4 whistles on a low flame. You need to wait for the pressure cooker to depressurize naturally and then you'll get this. But wait, if you look at the pH of this, it's on the acidic sour side. But to enhance the flavors, you need to make it towards the tartness that is on a lower pH, which would be less than 4. So in restaurants, for preservation and even to enhance the color of the gravy, citric acid is added. Now in this video, I've added lemon juice. But if you want to buy citric acid, you can buy it from the link present in the description bar down below. And for all the list of ingredients and their measurements, you can definitely hop onto my website and you'll get everything written there. Moving on. Now if you have a hand blender, you can blend everything together in this container by itself. But if you don't have one, then you can use a mixer grinder as well. So blend everything together into a fine paste, something which looks like this. And now you can see its pH has reduced and our base sauce is now turning towards tartness. Okay, now for the ground spice mix, I'm going to take some turmeric powder, lots of coriander powder, some roasted cumin powder, also some Kashmiri red chili powder, and the final ingredient, which is some roasted gram flour or roasted besan. Now this will provide the thickness and hold everything together. At this point, take a big kadai or a pot and add oil. Do not add butter. And I'll tell you why in my butter chicken recipe. For now, I want to say I don't want beurre noisette. That is cooked butter in French. So I don't want cooked butter in my gravy at this point. Anyways, add all the spices and cook them first. because you want to extract all the flavors from the spices. And you want the besan starch to gelatinize. Alright, after cooking for about 3-4 minutes, strain the grinded mixture onto the kadai and make sure you take out as much pulp as possible. Now, since it's a restaurant style gravy, you need to strain it twice. And trust me, still the second time you'll be able to get a lot of stuff that you don't want in your gravy. After the second straining, make sure you add some milk as well. Now all you gotta do is to reduce the base sauce to half and make sure you keep stirring in the middle. So keep the flame on low and let it cook for about 10 to 15 minutes.
Let's go!
Now at this point, turn the flame off and add some honey, basically to cut through the sourness. So if you look at the back of your ladle, this gravy is not at all watery. There's a certain amount of thickness, and that is what you expect from a restaurant style gravy. But wait, this recipe isn't over yet. To get a more intense flavor, you have to wait for it to cool down. Now I waited for about 30 minutes, and in the meanwhile I tried to clean my kitchen, but you can do whatever you want. And after about 30 minutes, you can see that the sauce have thickened even more. Now you can complete the recipe in this kadai only, but I want to show you how things are done in a restaurant. So the first step is that the paneer should always be at room temperature before you add it to the gravy. And you can cut the paneer into any shape you want. Now when the order comes in a restaurant, so what would happen is that I would keep the flame on very high, take my pan and add my base sauce. Let the sauce reheat properly and add some garam masala, some kasuri methi, mix everything together and add the paneer as well. Finally add about 50 grams of butter, and this is for about 4 to 5 people, so it's pretty less. But still, this would give the creaminess and the makhniness to the gravy and not burnoisette, that is burnt butter. So keep stirring and let the butter melt by itself. Just make sure the flame is high, and when you're about to turn the flame off, add a tablespoon of fresh cream. That's it. You can see that my gravy has a certain amount of shine to it, and that's because I added the butter at the end. And you can see that when I pour it, it spreads, but it holds everything together as well, and that's what you want. So there you are guys, how to make restaurant style Shahi Paneer. There are various different versions, like with only tomatoes, with more of onion and less of tomatoes, so I'll post them in later videos. For now, you'll find all the list of ingredients and their measurements on my website, so please like this video. Until then, I'll see you all next time.